Hi everybody, it's Monday the 18th of January and our place value task today is to write out the calculations and fill in the missing number to make it correct. I know some of us have found it a little bit tricky, so a hint for you, a quick tip is to use the inverse. So if we look at question number 1 and it says 100 equals 49 plus something, what you could do to find the answer is take away 49 from 100. So bear that in mind. Pause the video now and have a go. When you press play, you will be able to see the answers. And here are your answers to your place value questions. And for your geometry challenge today, you need to write down how many sides and how many corners each of these 2D shapes have. Pause the video now, have a real good look, and remember it's the sides and the corners that you're looking for. And here are your answers for geometry. A pentagon has 5 sides and 5 corners. A circle has no sides and no corners. A hexagon has 6 sides and 6 corners. And an octagon has 8 sides and 8 corners. This week we are focusing on fractions. Today, our learning objective is to be able to add fractions together. To be successful, we need to know a fraction is a part of an amount or part of a whole. We can identify the numerator and the denominator, and we can find the total of 2 or more fractions. What is a fraction? Now you should be able to see some pictures on your screen that might help you to think about fractions. A fraction is a part of a whole, and the whole can be a number or a shape. Now on your screen you should have the fraction 3/4. The top number in any fraction is called the numerator. This is the number of parts, and the bottom number in our fraction is called the denominator, and this is the whole. And as you can see in the picture next to our fraction of 3/4, there are 3 parts coloured pink out of 4. Today we're going to focus on adding fractions together. Now in the picture below, it says as a fraction, how many of the boxes are blue? Now there are 5 boxes and one of the boxes are blue. If we were writing this as a fraction, we would write 1/5 of the boxes are blue. Now we're going to look at the orange boxes. How many orange boxes can you see? There are 2 orange boxes out of 5 boxes. If we were going to write this as a fraction, we would say 2 out of the 5 boxes are orange. 2/5 of the boxes are orange. We now have our 2 fractions that we're going to add together, and that is 1/5 plus 2/5. So now we have our 2 fractions. We have 2/5 plus 1/5 is 3/5. The denominators are both the same, so we leave them as they are. They do not get added together. This is really, really important. When we're adding fractions that both have the same denominator, you are only adding the numerator. You are only adding the top numbers together, and you are leaving the bottom number the same. So 2/5 plus 1/5 is 3/5. Have a go at this one. What do you think the answer could be? 2/7 plus 3/7 equals. Pause the video now and have a go at home. 2/7 plus 3/7 is 5/7. 5 out of the 7 boxes are green. Try this one. What do you think the answer could be to 1/8 plus 3/8? Remember that if the denominator is the same, you don't need to change it. Pause the video now and have a try. 1/8 plus 3/8 is 4/8. If you got the answer 4/16, it's because you've added the denominators together. Remember, when you are adding fractions and they have the same denominator, the same bottom number, You do not need to add them, they stay the same. And here are your questions today for you to work through independently. You can choose mild or hot, and spicy is your extension. The difference between mild and hot is that hot has 3 questions where you are adding 3 fractions together, but remember it's the same. If the denominator is the same, you are just adding the numerators together. Spicy is your extension and is a reasoning question. You need to explain why you think something. Pause the video now and give yourselves up to 10 minutes to work through the questions. Good luck! And here are your answers to mild, hot and spicy. Pause the video now to give yourself time to mark them. With the spicy answer, it is an example of an appropriate answer, but you must have written that you agree with Rosie, because Whitney has made the mistake of adding the denominators together when you only add the numerator. It doesn't have to be worded the same, but it needs to be something along those lines. And here is your plenary question for today. Jessie and James share a chocolate bar. Jessie eats 2/7 of it. James eats 4/7 of it. What fraction of the chocolate bar did Jessie and James eat?